ParaNorman. Made by the same company that produced Coraline, it doesn't quite reach the heights of that one, but it manages to make for a pleasant enough, kid-safe, spooky movie. A natively shot 3D stop-motion movie. It was photographed frame by frame with pairs of DSLR cameras, some scenes taking their animators up to a year to produce. It's a great-looking animation that offers some pictures that are a little different than other stop-motion. In particular, stop-motion generally favors skinny limbs, but here you get some characters that actually have some real meat on their bodies and are shaped more like a drawing. Similar to Coraline, it adjusts the level of stereo depending on the moment, but, well, maybe I'm just stupid because I couldn't quite put my finger on any rhyme or reason for the adjustments. My guess is the 3D adjustments might have been left to the discretion of the individual teams responsible for each segment. As you might expect, you do get an expansion of stereo when ghosts are around, such as this reaching out moment, but not always. There is an expansion of depth during a climatic confrontation, but not always. And it usually is often a shot or two of interesting 3D, and then like a fleeting ghost, it retreats into the shadows, again leaving me the impression that the stereo outcome was determined by the setup and not the other way around. The only real comment about the 3D I could find on the extras on the Blu-ray was that it made some transitions extra difficult, and it left me with the feeling that it was an unwelcome addition to this process. To that end, much of the movie is shockingly flat and can really only be appreciated with a sizable screen. When I brought this up on my small screen that I keep attached to my computer, I had initially thought I forgot to turn on 3D mode. I was actually quite shocked to learn that this was natively shot 3D. The stereo is often minimized to a point that I didn't even realize was possible to achieve with a 3D rig. Perhaps they imagined this edition would only ever be seen on a 30-foot theater screen in its first 4 weeks of release and wanted to ensure it wouldn't challenge anyone's eyes. I don't know. It's not a great 3D experience. Story-wise, it probably could have thrown out most of what was in the first half and opened with a zombie invasion that we get midway through. It introduces perhaps too many characters who are at best extras by the end of the movie, but that slow start is made passable by interesting puppets and the many practical shots they pull off. Often borrowing or paying homage to other movies, we do eventually arrive at a clever story that manages a mix of terror and sadness with the somber assertion that the greatest horror is not being heard.